This is a hand flip. Some freestylers consider it a finger flip, others consider it a disgrace altogether. Personally, I think it's a fun variation of the finger flip and another great skill to have in your skate repertoire. And in this case, I do make the distinction between hand flip and finger flip, just because the motion mechanics of the trick are different enough to me to separate them in my mind. And while finger flips flip in the heel flip direction, hand flips flip in the kick flip direction. But it's really just semantics. If you want them, keep watching. Hand flips are great to learn after mastering yo-yo hops. Also, having hand shove-its down and boneless flips or boneless flip variations could also help since you're really starting from a solid foundation of similar skills, but let's get into it. For a hand flip, you want to use your front hand, the hand that's above your front foot. Place your thumb on top of the grip and wrap your fingers around to the bottom of the board. I center my hand on the toe side of my nose, but this is a perfect place to experiment and see what's comfortable for you, whether it's moving your hand closer to the bolts or moving your thumb farther back into the middle of the nose. That is all up to you and will look different for all of us. Now your feet really just need to be on the tail for this. Unlike the finger flip, which relies on preloading the deck with tension, which then rotates the board, you don't need any tension to successfully do a hand flip. You can generate all the strength from your hand and wrist, which means you don't have to worry too much about your feet. I still set up for a hand flip just like I do a finger flip, but that's just because it's comfortable and I'm used to it. So what are the practice steps? The most important practice step for the hand flip is just getting used to the flip. You want to stand behind the board and just flip it over and over and over again. 100 times if you have to, 1,000 times even better. You really want to teach your body the proper way to flip the board and then just keep catching the bolts with your back foot. After you can do that, start stepping up onto the board. Flip, catch, and step up so that you're ending in the final position, I guess we can call it. And the goal is to try to step up faster and faster. Once you can step up onto the board very quickly, warm up with a yo-yo hop to bolts and then try the hand flip. And just alternate between priming the body and muscles with a yo-yo hop to bolts and then a hand flip attempt. They will naturally feed each other as you progress. Finally, let's go over the big keys for this trick. 1. Make sure you're jumping off of the tail before flipping the board. If you try to grab and yank up on the board before your feet leave the tail, you'll probably pull a muscle. So feet come up and then you flip the board. 2. Do try to jump straight up and not in front or behind you so that the board can really spin under your feet. And most importantly, flip direction. The hand flip can be done in different ways, but I flip it like an actual kick flip. If you try to flip just two down, like I did in the beginning, it's easy to throw the board onto the ground or even accidentally throw the board behind you, and you really don't want to do that. And if you look really closely at my hand, you can see it throws the board out. My hand flips the board over and then goes down the length of the nose, exactly as if I was flicking a kickflip. Really mastering this has helped me to keep the board right under my body when I do the hand flip. And the better I get at that kickflip motion, I imagine the better I'll be able to level out the board and do higher hand flips. So good luck with them, and if anything else helped you get them, leave a comment. As always, I really hope you enjoyed the video and got something out of it.